mean, you see, if you have a child, it's so much easier, but children is very easy. In Israel is particular, very easy. You have a terribly abusive child. Would you still love your child? Of course, you would always love your child. Would you do something? Would you do something to stop the child? Maybe, are you going to say, yes, you do all this, fine, never mind, I love you. No. You know, I love is in your heart, but externally you use very strong measures. That's it. To stop the child from harming itself, because the husband harms himself more than he harms anyone else. In the end, what we do to others, the harm we give to them is never as bad as the harm we give to ourselves. So, if I want this person to be happy, love means the wish for someone to be happy. If I want them to be happy, what is in their interest? They abuse me? No. It's not in his interest.
But if he stays there, then maybe she's...
Well, that's why she leaves. That's why she may have to leave. She may have to leave.
If she has a good karma that will ripen, then she can leave.
That he leaves. Yeah, if she's lucky, he leaves and left to the house. But if she has the karma. But maybe she doesn't. He's not going to leave. Well, then she has to make a choice. Short-term happiness? No. Long-term happiness is important. Only for herself? No. The children, the husband. And sometimes we have to make sacrifices. Sometimes someone is going to suffer. Right? So it's not like... But I think to leave the husband is a good idea. If her presence, you know, or the presence of any woman, you know, triggers that, the abuse, well, I would leave. But you don't have to hate that person. Understand, where's he coming from? Usually abusers were also abused. Yeah? I mean, the dependent arising, I mentioned it yesterday a little bit, the cause and effect. If we understand dependent arising better, it's easier for us to love people. Because if we understand the causes and conditions that make people do what they do, right? Seriously, any kind of horrific person, if I had been born in their circumstances, I don't know I would be that different. I don't know. I really can't say. Because we are social animals, we are very much influenced by our environment. I mean, we're influenced wherever we go. Even the environment, the people around us, influence our mind, influence everything. So if I was born in a place where there was a lot of violence, if all I've ever got to know was violence, how can I be a kind and compassionate person? It's difficult. So therefore, it's understanding why they're doing this and forgiving them. Not forgiving the person, not the act. So this also says that. He says, don't forgive the action, forgive the person. Because the action and the person are not the same. We are not our actions. Would you ever think, like, if negative actions, would you like people to think you are that action? No. We do things, but we are not our actions. So we can have a grudge, we can hold a grudge, we can be resentful towards the action, but we should forgive the person because they're not the same. Okay? So I think that's very important. Now, I spoke a lot about karma. I think we can leave it at that with regard to karma. We still have one topic called refuge. I want to go into that a little bit, and then the Four Noble Truths, and then we're done. So I'll save this for later. But it's time to have a break. So let's take a break. And I'll see you after the break.
Okay.
And if you want personal questions, I'll take personal questions. I'll stay here. If you want to come up when you come forward, if you have personal questions, you're welcome to.